All right, guys, welcome. Howard Riell, Riell Truth. The disgusting spectacle in Washington, D.C. continues. Item from the Daily Wire. Democratic Senator Cory Booker admitted in a press conference that his belief that Brett Kavanaugh should not be confirmed to the Supreme Court has nothing to do with whether he's innocent or guilty. The very fact that his name has been sullied by uncorroborated allegations and that he displayed anger at being accused without evidence and pushed back against the politically motivated handling of the allegations by Democrat senators, Booker argued, quote, ultimately disqualifies Kavanaugh from a lifetime appointment to the sacred institution, unquote. So, my friends, if you are against Kavanaugh being on the Supreme Court, then that means that you're on the same team as this ignorant moron. Cory Booker says Kavanaugh is disqualified just because someone accused him of something. Well, my friends, that's pretty damn frightening, isn't it? Isn't that how it used to go in the Soviet Union? Some high-ranking official, or even just some ordinary Joe, would be accused of something, and like it was out of a Kafkaesque novel, he'd be arrested. He'd be found guilty. He'd be imprisoned or sent to a gulag. Well, wait a minute. It was never proved that he did anything wrong, right? Well, that doesn't matter. And Cory Booker, who is a senator, also doesn't think that innocent or guilt mean anything. He's brainless enough to want you to be brainless enough to agree with him that just because there are allegations, we should get rid of them. Well, folks, if you are regular listeners of Riell Truth, you certainly are not brainless. You're pretty damn smart, smarter than Cory Booker wants you to be. And you realize that finding someone guilty in any way, shape, or form based on some unproven accusation is something straight out of the Dark Ages, out of the Inquisition. Problem is, there are morons who vote for morons like Democrat Senator Cory Booker. He'll do anything to be president. He wants it so bad he can taste it. Today, that anything includes getting rid of Brett Kavanaugh. And if he hasn't got a real reason to get rid of him, he has no proof, well then it doesn't matter. You should just do what Cory Booker says. Imagine what a nightmare this nation would be with a lowlife like Cory Booker in the White House. My friends, we need to get the hell rid of not just Cory Booker, but all of his Democrat compadres. We need to vote them out of office this November, otherwise the nightmare will continue. Wednesday, Riell Truth. Be right back.
Grandpa's Pawn and Gun, serving Longmont and the Front Range of Colorado since 1994. We specialize in guns and currently have over 400 guns for sale. We also buy, sell, pawn, and trade for gold, silver, musical instruments, knives, archery equipment, quads, side-by-side, coins, and a lot more. We buy gun collections and do appraisals, which is smart for insurance purposes should a claim arise. We are, according to ATF, Colorado's second highest volume gun dealer, and because we have a lot lower overhead than the big box stores, we can beat the big box stores by as much as $100 per gun. And we have the lowest interest rates in northern Colorado, half of what the corporate stores charge you're doing a loan. Come and see us at Grandpa's Pawn and Gun. If you love guns, if you love gold, come and see us. Check us out on the web, www.grandpaspawn.com or 303-772-F952. Grandpa?
The Patriot Trading Group is a different kind of gold and silver company, cleaning up the industry for 21 years. Are you tired of the high-pressure sales tactics, the constant phone calls? Are you done with the bait and switch? You just want to be treated fairly with honesty and respect? That's exactly what you get when you call 800-951-0592. You have my word on it. I'm Joe Jacob, CEO of the Patriot Trading Group. Check us out online at allamericangold.com.
All right, guys, welcome back to Riell Truth. As I was saying, the obscenity continues. The Democrats continue to try and scuttle the nomination of Brett Kavanaugh for no reason other than that they're trying to protect Roe versus Wade, which, if you're a Democrat, might have some semblance of logic to it. But if you're not a Democrat, it's completely stupid. Here's Ann Coulter weighing in. My friends, you ever have the experience where someone accuses you of something really bad, and you're innocent, you didn't do anything, and you get angry at being accused? And then they say, well, look, you're angry, so obviously it's true. We've all been there at one time or another, right? Kavanaugh had his name and reputation dragged through the mud by this woman, Christine Ford, who obviously is a lowlife. She's an ambitious politician. She's a liar. Kavanaugh has his reputation spat upon by this woman and gets justifiably angry. I'd be angry too. President Trump gets angry also because of what's going on, and Kavanaugh is guilty because he got angry. See how angry he gets? You don't want a Supreme Court justice who gets angry, do you? You don't want a president who gets angry, do you? My friends, if you're looking for my book online, the title is Riell Truth Stay Angry. Because you should be angry when confronted with liars, with sleazebags. If you're not getting angry, there's something wrong with you. Kavanaugh is justifiably angry. Trump is justifiably angry. And my friends, I certainly hope that you are justifiably angry. Because the Democrats are not only spitting on you and disrespecting you and treating you like a moron, but they're trying to wreck this country. They can't get enough voters to vote for the idiot policies that they have, so they want to ratify them through the courts. That's what this is all about. Well, there goes America if they win. Personally, I don't think there are enough stupid Americans to create a blue wave this November, but I certainly hope I'm not wrong. God help us all if we are. You know what? When we come back, I'm going to continue with Ann Coulter. It's Riell Truth. It's Wednesday. The holiday season's over. We'll be right back.
We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessing of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution.
All right, guys, we got plenty on what's going on with Kavanaugh because that is the flashing red light in America today, and I don't intend to let up on it until he's confirmed as the next Supreme Court Justice. Let's go back to Mark Simone and Ann Coulter.
God bless him. That is fantastic. And I will say his press conference earlier in the week on not infrastructure, it was on the new NAFTA deal, and of course all the questions about Kavanaugh. He was so magnificent. It was as good as a press conference I write about in my book that drove the press mad, the post-Charlottesville press conference. Those are really two of his greatest moments as president. I wish he could just be the Republican spokesman for life. And I hope Republicans watch that to see how it's done. Most Republicans are just so used to, oh, please be nice to us, media, and what we have to do is sue for peace. And wow, not Trump. It was really great that he responded to the nonsense charges about Kavanaugh by talking about the skeletons in the Democrats' closets. He turned it right around and said, I've seen a lot of these guys 3 sheets to the wind. There are a lot of these guys with things to, these sitting in judgment with things to hide. And when asked for specifics, he brought up Senator, like a Connecticut senator, your Senator Mark Blumenthal, lying about having served in Vietnam. He got busted on it, and if Republicans hadn't been running the wrestling lady, he would have lost that election, even in Connecticut.
Well, hey, after this is all over, I mean, we could prosecute or massive civil suits against this doctor.
I hope they do that. No walking away. I'm sick of these false allegations being charged. I mean, look, the false accuser in the Duke Lacrosse rape case, why wasn't she ever prosecuted? The whole case falls apart. Oh, and by the way, the New York Times, which believed the Duke Lacrosse case right up until the prosecutor, Mike Nifong, was disbarred, like 5 minutes before he was disbarred, the New York Times was still believing the accuser in the Duke Lacrosse case. Yeah, they don't believe, I think her name is Deborah Ramirez, Kavanaugh's second accuser. Just a little footnote on that one. Okay, the accuser, what was her name? Crystal Magnum, she walks free. She ends up killing her boyfriend. How about Lemrick Nelson? Remember him? No, he gets up, he gets up and he goes on, he goes on to a life of crime, and I think he killed somebody else too. Whatever happened to Jackie Coakley, the nut accuser in the Rolling Stone rape case at University of Virginia? No, if you bring false charges, screaming rape and date rape and perjure yourself under oath, look, it's one thing to say, we don't want to discourage women from coming forward with charges of sexual assault. Now the left's position is we don't want to discourage women from coming forward with false charges of sexual assault. So we can't have that.
I agree. Prosecute her also. Blumenthal, Booker, all these people who didn't get this, who tore the nation apart for 2 weeks, should be forced to resign and leave public life.
Well, I like that. I don't know how you're going to accomplish it.
Well, I don't know.
Well, you just perked me up.
I was hoping you would take us home. I don't know.
I think there are some things, they were talking about some things that could be done, I guess, for the leaks. I mean, it is striking some of the things that aren't leaking. For example, during the testimony, remember they were going after, there are all these, I mean, I think if people think back to their college and law school days, there are people they didn't get along with. Also, we're a country of, what is it by now, 325 million people. There are going to be some grifters and lunatics who want to insert themselves into any big public story. I think we're seeing a lot of that right now. And this professor, Ludington, this Bush League College, who's coming forward accusing Kavanaugh of perjury by calling him a beeraholic. Oh no, I thought him drunk. And he's writing a letter to the committee and he saw this somebody drunk in college. Oh my gosh, stop the presses. But the first college roommate, James Roach, I think his name is, during the testimony, Kavanaugh started to say, well, there were 3 of us in that room. We didn't get along with this guy. In fact, the other 2 fought like cats and dogs. Roach, or the other one, took all of his furniture and put it out on the courtyard, which I think sounds like a great prank. But he kept saying, no, I'm not going to get into the redacted portions about this guy, James Roach. How come that hasn't leaked? I think we know which side is leaking here. I want to know more about this college roommate.
Good point. A lot of investigating will begin next week after this is over.
After Kavanaugh is confirmed.
Yes, so I hate to say we're out of time, but if you want to read a great book, Ann Coulter's new book is her best ever, and it really kind of explains what the hell's going on here. It's called Resistance is Futile.
My friends, every time you vote Democrat, what you're saying is crime pays. You're saying let's reward people for being liars. Well, maybe you want to reward people for being liars. I sure as heck don't. Let us jump, let's see, to Ben Shapiro about this witch hunt. So in other words, facts don't matter, proof doesn't matter, but some big mouth broad screaming at a senator in an elevator, that's what matters. That's how we'll pick our Supreme Court justices.
Well, that's not actually what
My friends, if you open a dictionary and look up the word asswipe, they actually have a photograph of Jeff Flake. My friends, if you're not familiar with Barbara Boxer, the Democrat former politician, she is a slimeball and a liar who hates Americans and America. That's who doesn't like Brett Kavanaugh.
This is insane. It's disgusting. And it really is nothing less than a witch hunt. If Kavanaugh wasn't angry at being called a rapist, that would probably mean he was a rapist, according to the left. If he got angry, that would also probably mean that he was a rapist. But Senator Feinstein, who manipulated the entire process and facilitated claims that Kavanaugh is a rapist, and then, to complete the circus, invited charmed actress Alyssa Milano to sit behind Kavanaugh and scowl during his testimony, is the marketing very, very serious. She now says that Brett Kavanaugh is unfit for the high court because he didn't treat her with the proper respect.
This was not someone who reflected an impartial temperament.
This is Dianne Feinstein talking, a true piece of garbage.
And even-handedness, one would see in a judge. This was someone who was aggressive and belligerent. I have never seen someone who wants to be elevated to the highest court in our country behave in that manner.
So what she's doing is, my friend, she's hoping that the public, the general public listening, is stupid enough to hear all these terrible things and think, wow, Kavanaugh must be terrible. And by the way, lest you think that people wouldn't react that way, over the last week I've met two people I knew. I've sat down to talk with two different people, intelligent people, who have simply swallowed whole all the lies being told by the Democrats. I was amazed and horrified. The two people I had respected are brainless at the end. They're simply gulls. You know how a baby bird will just tilt its head back and open its mouth and accept whatever its mother bird drops in? That's what these people are doing. And if they're doing it, other people are doing it, and that is the great danger facing America.
I agree with Senator Feinstein. Kavanaugh didn't show the proper respect for Feinstein and her Democratic colleagues. The proper amount of respect was none. No respect. Democrats have earned no respect. They deserve no respect. They have lied and they have slandered Brett Kavanaugh for weeks. And it's not just the Democratic members of the Senate. It's the leftist members of the mainstream media who have unleashed full-scale sexist and indeed racist attacks in order to prevent Kavanaugh's nomination. On Saturday, Maureen Dowd of the New York Times wrote that Kavanaugh's passionate sex defense was just another example of, quote, entitled white men acting like new minorities, howling about things that are being taken away from them, agree that anything that diminishes them or saps their power.
So Maureen Dowd of the New York Times is a racist. I mean, a real, honest-to-goodness racist. She's blaming Kavanaugh for being white. She's saying that white people in general howl for no reason at all. So much for Maureen Dowd. We'll be back.
All American Canadians will come to every day on now, we hope these truths be self-evident. Not all men are created equal. That they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among them, deriving their just power from the consent of the governed. This is the American News Network. with the exception. Please make every effort to keep track of your little ones at all times. If you have information regarding a lost child, call local authorities at once. This message is from American Window Tinting Corporation for residential or commercial window tinting. Call 303-263-4228. No one anywhere is more noble, righteous, but the created in the United States Armed Forces. These brave men and women with the bill for our freedom every day. With the military service, of the day in our hearts and our prayers and thoughts. This message is from a person at your 24-hour Walmart supercenter on Highway 287 out there. They're on the air because they get it. Most people think they can't afford to invest in gold and silver. But at the Patriot Trading Group, we believe that everyone should have the opportunity to own hard assets. That's why we created our Preferred Metals program. You can get started for as little as $100 a month. Go to allamericangold.com and click on our Preferred Metals icon to learn how you can get started today. Or call us at 800-951-0592, the Patriot Trading Group, allamericangold.com.
My friends, Tom Fitton of Judicial Watch was a guest on WMAL's Mornings on the Mall radio show. This guy is always bright and always sharp and always honest. Let's listen.
Good morning. Joining us now, you know this guy, friend of the show, Tom Fitton, president of Judicial Watch. Thanks for joining us. We want to talk to you about the Catholic Church because you
It's interesting how Republican Jeff Flake just manages to turn up in all the places where Democrats are. This guy should have been a Democrat because A, he's stupid enough to be a Democrat, and B, he's dishonest enough to be a Democrat. Oh no, not sharp and partisan. Obviously, Kavanaugh's Hitler. I mean, his comments were sharp and partisan. And I feel confident that when Jeff Flake said that to this interviewer, he may have wet himself. Yeah, if we could get rid of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, would I do it? No. Because the Supreme Court must be above politics. Now, Ruth Bader Ginsburg has been a lousy Supreme Court justice, and I pray to God that he will take her to heaven today. But should she be taken off by politicians? Absolutely not. Just like Kavanaugh should not be nixed by politicians. They're trying to politicize absolutely everything, and now it's the Supreme Court, and I'm telling you, it's very, very bad news. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with more Real Truth. My friends, don't go anywhere. We're going to be talking more about Mr. Kavanaugh, Judge Kavanaugh, hopefully Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh. We're not going to let the liars win. We're not going to let crime pay, and we're not going to cater to partisan animals. And we sure as hell are not going to vote for them, are we, my friends? All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, and we'll have more Real Truth, because I know we're going to a break right now. All right, there it is. We'll be back.
This was he of my head. He who comes after me is preferred before me, for he was before me. Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 14 and 15. We know our kids will be equipped. We want to applaud the youngsters in our community of that street state of they provide examples to the kids and families to be the best they can be. The blocker class located 366 Grand Street, serving our area specializing in naturalized meat and affordable income. At this process, call 303-688-2240. That's 303-688-2240. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common good, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty for ourselves and our posterity, ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. The American Freedom Network is not funded or supported by special interest groups or government programs. The American Freedom Network
All right, guys, let's hear some more about the Democrat witch hunt. Here's former Fox host Bill O'Reilly being interviewed on the Glenn Beck Show. Yeah, these guys are off on the wrong track. They're going in the wrong direction, and here's why. They're going on the assumption that this Christine Ford is coming at this trying to bring up the truth. Trying to at least make it plausible that she's trying to speak the truth. And in fact, she's not. She is the tool of politicians. She's probably a minor league politician herself looking for 15 minutes of fame. So she's just throwing stuff out there. She knows it can't be corroborated because she probably knows it's all lies. The idea is to get the lies and the accusations out there in the public sphere where people can hear them. That is the whole game.
Was in what I was looking at.
In other words, it sounds like she's lying. In concert with Dianne Feinstein, Democrat senator who's a well-known liar. In concert with the New York Times and the Washington Post, both papers well-known liars. Detect the pattern here? We'll be back.
Now, the testimony of John and anybody from Jerusalem that asked him, "Who are you?" He confessed and did not deny, but confessed, "I am not the Messiah." And they asked him, "What then? Are you Elijah?" He said, "I am not." "Are you the prophet?" And he answered, "No." The Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 19 through 21. Article 4. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall be issued but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the places to be searched and the persons or things to be seized.
Chapel in Collinsville is our emergency first responders to the professional free. They're willing to put their lives on the line for us, so there's no thanks. So let's all take the time to thank our first responders for all they do for us. Also thanking our veterans for the sacrifice they made for our freedom. This message is from Chapel in Collinsville, LLC, with 10 locations in Denver and Fort Collins, serving the community for over 13 years. Listen to online at chapelcollins.com. Total concrete service on our activities. Men and women of our military dedicate themselves to serving our country. Their commitment and courage keep our country safe and strong. Let us honor those who have lost their lives in the line of duty. Salute those who serve today. This reminder from Total Concrete Services is 4463 Hilltop Road in Conline. Proud to serve the entire area and to work on behalf of our future. More information call 970-535-4780.
All right, folks, we got 4 minutes left. Let's listen to some more of the banter between Bill O'Reilly and Glenn Beck.
Anybody in this country who is being accused of anything, and that includes kids in baskets, all right, which they didn't do, unfairly accused, starts to say, okay, give me the facts. Show me the facts. But what? Oh, my conclusion was, if I were a senator of the United States, I would vote for Glenn Beck because there is nothing sufficient to disqualify him. I immediately got on my resume. Everybody understands this right now.
My friends, if you haven't seen the Kavanaugh testimony, I played it here on the show last week. Watch it. There's no doubt that he's telling the truth. There's no doubt that Christine Ford is a liar, that she's getting something out of this whole process. Maybe it's just as simple as she wants to be a feminist hero, an icon. Who the hell knows? The Democrats are liars. They're obstructors. They hate America. They hate Americans. They want socialism. They want no borders. They want free everything for everybody, regardless of whether or not we can pay for it. They've lost their minds. They are so over the top, they've become a laughing stock. So what do you say we vote them the hell out of power in November? I'll be back tomorrow with more Real Truth. Hasta luego.